Hello everyone, I'm Click Coder and in this video I will be doing a review of match 35 between DC and PBKS. So this match was played at Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi and it was a day game. So Akshar Patel won the toss and Delhi decided to bat first. They put on a huge score of 264 runs on the board in the first innings and it was the highest score of the IPL this season. But Punjab chased the total down in just 18.5 overs to break their own record of highest successful chase in all T20s and also go past the highest total this season. Their previous record was of 262 and in this match they chased down 265. KL Rahul was given the player of the match for his outstanding knock of 152 from just 67 balls, making him only the third player after Gale and McCallum to score 150 plus runs in IPL match. It was the third highest score in the entire IPL history and also the highest individual score by an Indian in all T20s. Such was the knock of KL Rahul that he got the player of the match even after losing the game. Now let's go to the playing 11 for this match. So Delhi made one change, bringing in Akib Nabi in place of Ashutosh Sharma, and he came in as the impact player in place of Patun Nisanka. Also, Lungi Engidi got injured while fielding and he was taken to the hospital after hitting his head on the ground and not feeling very well. So Delhi brought in Viprash Nigam as the concussion substitute in place of Lungi Engidi. For Punjab, they played with the same side from the last match, and in this match, they brought in Nihal Vadira as the impact sub in place of Yuzvendra Chahal. Now, starting with the first innings, KL Rahul and Patul Nisanka started with a couple of boundaries each in the first 2 overs of Arshdeep Singh and Xavier Bartlett. Then, in the third over, Shashank Singh dropped a easy catch of Rahul on boundary on 12 and the ball went for a 4. He had also dropped some catches in the previous match. But then, in the same over, Patul Nisanka got out to Arshdeep Singh with Prabh Simran taking the catch. Then on last ball of the same over, Rahul hit a 6 to score 12 runs in the over. Nitish Rana came to the crease and both the batters continued attacking. He hit 2 4s in the next over of Marco Jansen and then again hit 2 4s in the over of Vijay Kumar Vaishak. Rahul also hit another 6 in the over from Vaishak. The last over of the power play from Marco Jansen went only 7 runs and DC finished the power play on 68 for 1. Then Yuzvendra Chahal came into the attack and KL Rahul hit another 6. Then Xavier Bartlett and Yuzvendra Chahal went for 16 runs in the next 2 overs. Then in the next over, KL Rahul got to his 50 and there was another chance to get him out on the next ball with a return catch to Vijay Kumar Vaishak who could not hold on to it. At the end of 10 overs, DC were 102 for 1. Then KL Rahul hit 2 4s of Yuzvendra Chahal to score 12 runs in the over. Both batters were now looking to attack the bowlers and maximize the score. Then in the next over of Xavier Bartlett, Nitish Rana hammered 28 runs with 2 6s and 4 4s, getting to his 50. Then Stoinis was brought into the attack and he went for 11 runs with KL Rahul hitting a 6. Then Rahul hit 3 4s and a 6 to Arshdeep Singh, scoring 20 runs in the over. In the next over, KL Rahul reached to his 100 with a boundary. DC were 189 for 1 in 15 overs and were looking for a big total with 9 wickets in hand. Then Vijay Kumar Vaishak again got hammered by KL Rahul, with Rahul hitting him for 3 6s and 4 to score 24 runs in that over. In the next over, Stoinis took a catch on the boundary of Nitish Rana, but when the umpire checked it, Stoinis had touched the boundary cushion and a 6 was given. Then Jensen went for 12 runs with Rahul hitting a 6 and 4. Then Nitish Rana got out on 91 to Bartlett in the next over before hitting a 6 and 4. Then in the last over of Arshdeep Singh, KL Rahul got to his 150 with a 4 behind the keeper. DC finished their innings on 264 for 2, which was the highest total of the season. Now let's go through the first innings scoreboard. Patul Nisanka 11 from 7. KL Rahul not out on 152 from 67 with 16 4s and 9 6s and a strike rate of 226. Nitish Rana 91 of 44 with 11 4s and 4 6s with a strike rate of 206. And David Miller not out on 3 from 3. Then the bowling card, Arshdeep Singh 4 overs 1 for 49. Xavier Bartlett, expensive with 4 overs, 1 for 69. Marco Jansen, 4 overs, none for 45. Vijay Kumar Vaishak, 3 overs, none for 48. Yuzvendra Chahal, 4 overs, none for 42. And Stoinis, 1 over, none for 11. DC finished with a total of 264 for 2 in 20 overs with a run rate of 13.20. There were 7 extras in the innings, which included 6 wides and 1 no ball. Now going to the second innings, the opener of Punjab Kings, Priyansh Arya and Simran Singh started with a 6 each in the first over of Akib Nabi scoring 15 runs. Even in the second over, both hit a 6 and Simran hit another boundary scoring 21 runs. Both the batters were looking very dangerous as they started attacking from the first over itself. Then Akshar Patel, the captain, came into the attack and Priyansh hit a 4 on the second ball. Then on the next ball, he mistimed it and the ball went high towards mid-off where Angidi misjudged the catch and fell on his back, hitting his head on the ground. There was a long break in play as Angidi was not looking good and an ambulance came to the ground and Angidi was taken to the hospital. Akshar Patel had created a chance which went down and then Priyansh hit 2 sixes in the last 2 balls of the same over. Punjab had already gone past 50 in the third over. Then in the next over, Simran Singh hit 3 sixes and Priyansh Arya hit 1 6 to score 27 runs of Akib Nabi. One of the 6 was from the no ball and another one was from the free hit. Then Natarajan went for 9 runs in the next over with a 4 from Simran. It was the first over without a 6 in this innings. Also, Vipraj Nigam was confirmed as the concussion sub for Lungi and Gidi. Then Simran Singh hit 6 fours of Mukesh to score 24 runs in the over. Punjab were 116 for 0 at the end of the power play and it was the second highest power play score in the IPL history after the 125 from SRH. Punjab were clearly back in the game with the power play as the required run rate was only around 10.5 with the current run rate hovering about 19. Then Akshar Patel and Kuldeep Yadav sent back the openers with a wicket each in the next 2 overs. Akshar Patel dismissed Priyansh Arya and Kuldeep Yadav got a wicket of Simran Singh. Then in the next over of Akshar Patel, similar to the Stoinis catch, Mukesh Kumar took the catch of Cooper Conley on the boundary but then touched the boundary cushions with the umpire giving a 6. Then Kuldeep Yadav bowled an excellent over giving away just 4 runs and taking the wicket of Cooper Conley with a beautiful googly. DC is slowly coming back into the game by taking wickets. Punjab were 147 for 3 at the halfway mark, needing another 118 runs in the last 10 overs. Then Vipraj Nigam, the concussion sub, came into the attack and Shreyas Iyer hit a 4 and a 6. Then again in the next over, Shreyas hit a 6 of Kuldeep Yadav. Then Akshar Patel finished his spell with a 4-run over, taking the required run rate up to 12.5. Then Nihal Vadera hit a 4 and 6 of Natarajan to score 16 runs in the over. Punjab Kings required 72 runs from the last 6 overs and Vipraj Nigam came back into the attack. He got a wicket of Nihal Vadera after being hit for a 2 fours on the first 2 balls and then on the last ball of the same over, Karun Nair dropped a simple chance of Shreyas Iyer on the boundary. Then Kuldeep Yadav came into the attack and Shreyas hit a 6 on his first ball and then again on the next ball Karun Nair dropped another catch of Shreyas Iyer. After that, Shreyas Iyer hit a 4 and 2 sixes to score 23 runs in the Kuldeep Yadav over. This brought the required run rate below 10 and the next over went for 16 runs with Shreyas Iyer again hitting a 6 and 4 and Shashank Singh hitting 1-4. Then Shashank hit a 6 of Mukesh in the next over and with 13 runs needed in the last 2 overs, Punjab finished the chase with 7 balls remaining, breaking their own record of high successful chase in all T20s. Now let's go through the second innings scoreboard. Arya 43 from 17 with 2 fours, 5 sixes, strike rate of 252. Simran 76 of just 26 deliveries with 9 fours and 5 sixes, a strike rate of a massive 292. Then Cooper Connolly 17 from 10, Shreyas Iyer not out on 71 from 36, Nihal Vadera 25 from 15 and Shashank Singh not out on 19 from 10. From the bowling, Akib Nabi 2 overs, none for 41, very expensive. Mukesh Kumar also very expensive with 3 overs, none for 55. Akshar Patel 4 overs, 1 for 44. Natarajan 3.5 overs, none for 54. Kuldeep Yadav 4 overs, 2 for 46, and Viprash Nigam 2 overs, 1 for 24. Punjab finished with a total of 265 for 4 in 18.5 overs with a run rate of 14.07. There were 14 extras in the innings, which included 1 leg by, 12 wides, and 1 no ball. Now let's go to the fall of wickets. There were only 6 wickets which fell in the match, and for DC, Patul Nisanka lost his wicket in the third over to Arshdeep Singh trying to pull the ball and the ball going up in the air with Prabhsimran Singh, the wicketkeeper, taking the catch. And Nitish Rana got out on 248 in the 19th over with Divya Bartlett taking the wicket and Shreyas Iyer taking the catch. For Punjab, Priyansh Arya lost his wicket in the 7th over to Akshar Patel with Samir Rizvi taking the catch on 126. Then Simran lost his wicket in the next over to Kuldeep Yadav LBW. Then in the 10th over, Kuldeep Yadav bowled Cooper Connolly with a beautiful googly, and Nehal Vadera lost his wicket to Viplash Nigam with the substitute Karun Nair taking the catch in the 15th over. Now going to the top partnerships of the match. For Delhi, there was only one big partnership of 220 from 96 deliveries between KL Rahul and Nitish Rana. KL Rahul scored 123 of 52 and Nitish Rana scored 91 of 44. For Punjab Kings, the opening partnership was the highest partnership of 126 from 42 deliveries between Prabh Simran and Priyansh, where Prabh Simran scored 76 from 25 and Priyansh scored 43 from 17. Then they had a 64-run partnership to finish the match between Shashank and Shreyas Iyer, and another 56-run partnership between Shreyas Iyer and Nehal Vadera. Now going to the graphs. So in the worm, you can clearly see how the worms of both the sides were. You can see the difference between the worms and how Punjab Kings were ahead of the game with their worm clearly above the Delhi worm, and they kept on going ahead and they almost met the Delhi worm in the 14 to 15 over mark, but that also was not very close, but they had a quite a difference. So Punjab were 203 in the 15 over and Delhi were 189. So they had a difference of around 10 to 15 runs at that stage also. So they didn't even touch the Delhi Capitals worm once. They started and then kept on going above. So Delhi worm was also good. They kept on scoring the runs, but it was not enough for them to win the match. Now going to the run rate graph. So Delhi were around that 12 run per over mark at the end of the power play, and they remained in that 10 to 12 run mark throughout the innings. Then at the 14 over mark, their run rate went about 12 and finished at 13.2. But Punjab, they started brilliantly in the power play with the run rate touching around 20 at the fourth over. And they finished the power play with a run rate of 19.33. But then after the power play, as they lost some wickets, their run rate came down to around 14. And then they maintained it to keep it above the required run rate and finished the game, ending the run rate at around 14. Now looking at the Manhattan. So if we go to the Delhi Manhattan first, so you can see they had a very good overs, and the highest one was of 28. They had also a 24 run over and another 20 run over. So there were three big overs. One over went for 17 and another over went for 16. So they had some very big overs, especially after the 11 over mark. And also one more thing to note was they didn't have any over which went below 6 runs per over. So they kept on the strike rate very high. They kept on scoring runs in every over and didn't allow the Punjab bowlers to bowl a good over of runs below 6. So in the first half, you can see their highest over was of 16, but in the second half of the match, they upped their scoring rate and scored a lot of runs. So at the 10 over mark, they were just 102 for 1, and at the end they finished on 264. So almost around 162 runs were scored in the last 10 overs. So now going to the Punjab Manhattan. So Punjab Manhattan is little different from the Delhi one because Punjab started the first half very well. They start, especially the power play. They blazed through the power play, scoring 116 in the power play, and you can see the buildings 27, 24, 21, and 20 all were in the power play, and they scored the majority of the runs in the power play. Then after the end of the power play, their scoring rate came little down with the wickets falling, and they were not able to score that many runs. But then they finished well, chasing the total down. If you look both the Manhattan side by side, if you can clearly see in the power play, Punjab clearly dominated Delhi, as all their Manhattan buildings were higher than Punjab. But in the after the 11th to 16th over mark, you can see clearly that Delhi buildings were higher than Punjab in those overs. But then no Punjab had outscored the Delhi Capitals in the power play, and that kind of helped them to finish the game at the end. Now let's go to the summary of the match. So this was a day game in Delhi with the sun beating down on the ground, and then Delhi started very well with the bat with a partnership of 220 between KL Rahul and Nitish Rana, which is the second highest partnership in the IPL history. They posted a huge total of 264, which was the highest score in this year's IPL. But then with the ball, they started poorly, and then losing Lungi Engri due to concussion made matters worse for them. Akshar created a chance of Priyansh Arya, but that went down. Engri got injured, and there was a break in play. And after the break, Punjab continued to attack. Even without Engri, I thought DC had a chance as they created couple of chances with the ball, but the fielders were not able to take those chances, dropping some very important catches which could have changed the match. I felt Delhi should have won this match with the kind of bowling attack they had at the innings break, but then losing one of the main bowlers, Lungi Engri, meant that other bowlers had to step up, but they didn't get the required support from the field. For Punjab, they continued the unbeaten streak even after giving away 264 runs in the first innings. Their fielding was also very poor with misfields and catches dropped, but to give away 264 runs and then to chase down the total with one over to spare is a commendable effort. They did the maximum damage in the power play, bringing the required run rate down from 13.25 at the start to just 10.64 at the end of the power play. And then Shreyas Iyer again finished the chase, recording the highest successful chase in all T20s, breaking their own record. It was a very high scoring match with 529 runs scored by both the sides, and overall the fielding was very poor with both teams dropping some important catches, and also there was some sloppy fielding. Now let's look at the points table. So Punjab Kings maintained the top spot with 6 wins out of 7 with 13 points and a healthy net run rate of 1.33, whereas Delhi Capitals are at 6th position with 3 wins and 4 losses with 6 points and a net run rate of minus 0.184. Now going into the graphs, in the points graph, you can see that Delhi are still on 6 points after losing their last 2 matches, and Punjab have moved to 13 points after winning this match. Now going to the position graph. So as you can see, there are no changes after the end of the match. Punjab maintained their first position and Delhi maintained the 6th position. So all the teams remain on the same positions after this match. So that's it in this video, and let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.